Hello, today is Wednesday, July 14, 2021. Um, one incident took place and it just stormed the media outlets. The US and Canada, like as far as I know, I don't know about the Europe. And when I got the news, I was like, wow, the Islamic Republic of Iran has lost its mind for doing that. By now, everybody is aware of it. That I extracted my materials from Canadian Broadcasting Corporation (CBC), but initially I got it from the US media yesterday, and I was like thinking about it, like what what are they thinking? Time has changed. Okay, the Islamic Republic of Iran thinking that Iran is Cuba, Iran is China, Iran is Russia. We're gonna go hammer down on people, and that mentality is going to cause the Islamic Republic of Iran to collapse. Because right now, the Islamic Republic of Iran lost its credibility in the international community. Okay, I was reading all different papers, and all of them were saying the same thing. There is no reform. The Islamic Republic of Iran has no intention of changing its dynamic. Okay, they have come to that conclusion. Now, just think about nuclear negotiation they are doing that. Okay, nuclear negotiation is doing. So it has, it has failed. And one of the interesting things I saw, these agents of Islamic Republic of Iran's agents, secret agents, killers, murderers, rapists, whatever you want to call them. And FBI has their pictures that they are in a shrine. And how did they take their pictures? So the US knows who these players are and taking their pictures so close to them. And I'm like, whew. And but I doubt that after this moment, the Islamic Republic of Iran will be deemed as a system which wants to play fair game in the international community. They're thinking about China, they're thinking about Russia, they're thinking about Cuba, all these totalitarian regimes that they lasted for this many years, and they think they could do it. But remember, China, North Korea's religion is different than Iran's religion. Iran's religion is Shia and teaches martyrdom. China, North Korea, I know these countries do not believe in God. They have that policy. I totally understand that part of it. But their religion, initial religion, taught them to be submissive. That is totally different than Iranian identity. If we look at the Iran, when all the nations were around us were Sunni, Iranians were Shia. Well, the Islamic Republic has come to an end officially. Like, this is official. This is really official written statement. I'm reading it from CBC News that I have selected their materials because it's easy for me to go through it. It was just two articles. I read it and I just finalized my thought. An Iranian intelligence officers and 3 alleged members of an Iranian intelligence network have been charged in Manhattan with plotting to lure a US-based journalist and human rights activist from New York to Iran, authorities said Tuesday. An indictment in Manhattan Federal Court alleges that the plot was part of a broader plan to lure three individuals in Canada and a fifth person in the United Kingdom to Iran. Victims were also targeted in the United Arab Emirates, authorities said. Iran's mission to the United Nations did not immediately respond to a request for comment. State media in Tehran did not immediately acknowledge the alleged plot. However, in recent years, Iran has become more aggressive about seizing opposition journalists and dissidents abroad, aimed tensions over its tattered nuclear deal. Some Iranians, like they say, we are opposition, and say we are not opposition because nobody voted for us to become opposition. We are dissidents. And I don't want to put anybody down, but Iranian who want to speak politics, they want to be involved in politics, they need to take political science courses to understand so they could communicate effectively with the politicians. Like, if I want to become a plumber, I need to know the language of plumbers. If I want to know about computers, I want to know how it is working, I need to know those language, those words, okay? Like when first time I took a computer course in high school, they were using execute, and like I was like, wow, oh. And later on I understood what execute means, like just to perform, just press the key or something like that. So that's very important. So Nilufar Bahadori Far, also known as Lily, was arrested July 1st in California on charges that she was provided U.S. financial and other services to Iranian residents and entities. Some financial service supported the plot and violated sanctions against Iran, according to a release. The indictment said Bahadur Rifar, 46, originally from Iran, works at the California Department Store. Her lawyer, Assistant Federal Defender Martin Cohen, declined to comment. She has pled not guilty to charges lodged at her arrest and been released on bail. Authorities said she still faces arraignment on charges in Tuesday, superseding indictment. You see, I have her pictures posted in my blog. She's heavily makeup. I'm not being sarcastic, but she has so much makeup on her face that her face could fall down. Okay? Whatever. Like, I don't want to get into a woman's issue. She's violating the Islamic Republic of Iran's law. She's not covering her hair. She's making all man something somehow. So she's the infidel. Isn't she? Oh, but she's the parastu, swallow birds. Parastu is Persian word, English word is swallow birds. She's not observing the Islamic laws. That itself, I don't know. They were saying the hair makes men to lose their control, and she's coming, and they are in the U.S. Those people, they say the U.S. is the great Satan, and they're coming over there. And how many of them over there? And one of them is Miss Tabatabai, Ariane Tabatabai, working for Joe Biden. The journalists and media workers are the cornerstone. This is a government of Canada saying, okay, the second article. Journalists and media workers are the cornerstone of any fair, strong, and vibrant society, and must be free to do their work without fear. Any violence and intimidation against journalists are completely unacceptable and must be condemned. A spokesperson for Global Affairs Canada said in a statement to CBC News. I always write to Prime Minister of Canada and to politicians, all that things. They never said anything to me. They never said we come and break you. They never say we hurt you. And I think maybe even they like it. They say that's good that somebody's speaking against us. I remember there was several things I did, and in my opinion, it was my ideas that they said, but I don't have a proof. Like Sometimes you see they will be saying it. They will be saying my ideas or your ideas. That's why I always encourage people, write against the Islamic Republic of Iran to the politician. It wants to be local, provincial, federal. Keep writing to them. Keep writing. Canada firmly, we take this issue very seriously, and Canada will continue to work in close collaboration with allies and partners around the world to counter foreign interference and to protect journalists. I'm not journalist. Okay, I'm not journalist. I'm not journalist. Maybe one person comes and read my blog in 1 year. That's pretty good for me. Canada firmly condemns Iran for its pattern of intimidation and foreign interference, reads the statement. The 3 individuals allegedly targeted in Canada were not identified in the US indictment, and no reference was made to their respective professions. The court document did identify one US-based target as a journalist, author, and human rights activist, and described a UK-based target as an Iranian expectee, journalist, and political commentator. The Islamic Republic of Iran has been kidnapping and assassinating dissidents inside of Iran and outside of Iran since its inception. This is my statement. The Islamic Republic of Iran is afraid of anyone speaking contrary to its domestic and foreign policy. When the Islamic Republic of Iran is not tolerating Iranians for speaking against the regime, the Islamic Republic of Iran will always use violence to resolve its differences with other nations too. One thing I notice about all these things that are being said, Iranian movie stuff. Mehran Modiri, during early stage of the revolution, he was spying on Iranians, and he was selling them to the regime in Iran, and that's how he became a movie star. And that's why when he wanted to come to Canada, I wrote a letter to the Prime Minister of Canada, Justin Trudeau, and when Miss Friedman, no, I'm sorry, I'm mispronouncing her last name. When she was in immigration, Minister of Immigration, I said, like, this man cannot come to Canada because of this reason. But they gave him a visa, all that kind of thing. However, Iranian people boycott his comedies. He's not even funny. He's not funny. He is not funny. Because people are in so much restriction, pain, suffering. I could say something and these people go, ha 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 ha, laughing. This man is a cold-blooded killer. Mehran Modiri. And you see football stars coming and building these guys' portfolio to gain their trust. When I say, oh, he shows the picture, oh yeah, you are with the movies. But the movie star, Iranian movie stars, are part of Iran's security apparatus. Hossein Shahabi is part of the security apparatus. It's not like they're going to come and they're going to show their, oh, this is here. No. They work, they're servant. They're not free individuals, unfree individuals. The Islamic Republic of Iran wants to do anything, fine. But Iran has a very high standard, high position for me. Okay? And I'm just going to call this for Eddie's clown. And you know, that one of these clown, his name is Ali Reza Shah Varughi Farahani. If I see his Persian name, I could say Shah Varughi Farahani. He looks like the principal, Muhammad Mehdi Dogui Karbala. He looks exactly like him. Aggressive. He would grab us. He would beat us. Oh, this guy, Omid Nouri. Yeah, this guy, look at him. He wants to kill people. Look at the killer's face. Oh, my brother. And this woman, oh, it is so obvious she is a freaking spy. Heavy makeup, all that. Okay, I'm going to speak the Persian language. با سلام گرم به همه ایرانیان عزیز و خارجی هم که هستن که فارسی بلدن. مطلبی رو میخوام بگم در این رابطه که جمهوری اسلامی یه برنامه ریخته بوده که خانم مسیح علی نژاد رو بدزدن، آدم ربایی کنن، نمیدونم یه چند تا ایرانی هم از کانادا آدم ربایی کنن، یه چند تا هم از اروپا و کشور انگلیس تا جایی که ما میفهمیم قرار بوده آدم ربایی کنن. نگاه کنید این یه شکست این نبوده که این جمهوری اسلامی تو اینجا شکست خورد تموم شد دوباره بیاد آدم کشی کنه، آدم ربایی کنه. خب البته میاد آدم کشی کنه دیگه، آدم ربایی نخواهد کرد، ولی این شکسته، این یک شکست بسیار بزرگی بود. روزنامه ها نوشتن ریفورم یا اصلاحات دیگه وجود نداره، یعنی دیگه بهشون کاملا واضح شده که اصلاحات نیست. من چندین روزنامه رو داشتم میخوندم، خارجی بود، ولی این دوتای کانادایی رو برداشتم اینجا دارن میگن و فهمیدن نیست. ولی نگاه کنید دوستان، این زن که نیلوفر نیلی و از این جور چیزا خودش رو صدا میکنه، پرستو جمهوری اسلامیه، این خانم اومده از آمریکا، بعدش اومده آمریکا. تو اگه از آمریکا بدت میاد چرا میای آمریکا؟ تو همون آمریکا بمون دیگه، تو همونجا بمون عزیز دلم. نه منظورم اینه که تو آمریکا چرا اومدی؟ تو ایران بمون. چرا اومدی آمریکا؟ تو چرا این کار میکنی؟ ببین این آدم‌ها چقدر کثیفن. بعد میکاپ زده، اونقدر میکاپ زده که آرایش داره که میفت، اونقدر آرایش صورت آدمو میندازه زمین، فکر کنم ورزش گردن زیاد میکنه. این آدمای کثیف. بعد یه چیزی هم که شما از ایرانی‌ها خواهش میکنم بدونید، این مهران مدیری در زمان اول انقلاب آدم میفروخته. براسه همین اصلا هنرپیشه از من بپرسی، هر که اونقدر مردم تو ایران تو عذابن، یه نفر یه اینجور کنه یه نفر میخنده. اینا آدمای بدجنسی هن، اینا آدمای خرابی هن. پیغام ما مردم ایران به این ملاها اینه که ما از شماها نمیترسیم. خب ما جلوی شماها واسطادیم تا ایرانمون آزاد بشه. حالا کی میخواد ایران آزاد بشه؟ هستیم، وامیستیم پا به پای مردم. مال آذربایجان میخواد باشه، بختیاری باشه، کرد باشه، عرب باشه. عرب من منظورم عرب ایرانیه، با کشورهای عرب که همسایه هستیم کار ندارم، خیلی احترام میذارم به مردم عراق، احترام میذارم به مردم کویت، به مردم عربستان سعودی احترام میذارم، همسایه هستیم، باید با هم خوب باشیم. مردم سیستان و بلوچستان، مازندران، مردمی که در همه جای ایران هستن، تعداد ماها زیاده. مثلا این انسان‌های پاک ایران رو من همشون دوست دارم و به همشون احترام میذارم و میخوام ببینم که یک روزی این دخترهای سیستانی بلوچستانی گریه نمیکنن بگم ما آب نداریم. خوشحالم و دارن آب بازی میکنن، خوشحالم دارن میرن مدرسه، خوشحالم واکسن دارن، دارو دارن، پزشک دارن، همه چیز دارن، نه اینکه ملاها ببرن بفروشن. مرسی.